Hi, my name is Vuyo Dabula, and I play Tau in Five Fingers For Marseilles. He's a very quiet guy, in control of his emotions, and his emotions simmer down below, and he's got this, a mask to deal with the trouble or, normal human sort of relations. He's got a mask for kind of for everything. I think he learned that in the streets where, he goes to Johannesburg. He rules the streets of Johannesburg, apparently becomes very successful. And then he comes back. And in the streets, the most important thing is being able to control your emotions for obvious reasons. You don't want them to see you weak or angry or what have you. Frank Lucas, played by Denzel Washington, says, the loudest one in the room is the weakest. So basically that's the thing. So that's why I would imagine Tau picks up the whole calm and calculating sort of, let me take my time, let me be reluctant. He's very impulsive. He's got this raw energy that he doesn't know how to bridle, how to, hold back in his youth. And that's the catalyst to the tremendous, event that actually turns his life around. And therefore, the movie, that's where the movie happens. The story of the movie, all the way from the beginning to the conclusion of the story. So that's that rashness, the quickness of temper, that quickness to deal with the situation. When it comes back, it's a different sort of character.
Qalong ho tlile diterene ya ba tsona di tla di rotse makgowa qala ba iphaditsa ba re ke lefatshe.
I tried to sort of easy up on the eating and just sort of the weight, because at the time I was a bit just a little I was heavier. When you see me in the movie, I lost a bit. And the whole idea is that, people around that area, they don't, life is not so great, so the idea is to, only those in power obviously have access to, resources and whatnot. You will see them, so we try to kind of, sort of slim down to show that, life is harsh, to play on that theme, that the environment is harsh. And so what I did, just what I do, just jog and watch what I eat, cut down on the sugar, try to a lot of green tea and whatnot, and generally not a fun period to go through, because the luxuries and your favorite stuff you've got to stay away from. Mentally, I worked with a lot of boxers. I spoke to them, I interviewed them. And it's all about how boxers are able to actually face danger and walk towards it. Normally, we tend to sort of flinch and we run to preserve our lives. But boxers and soldiers and, certain security guards have that thing, that spirit, that fighter spirit. And so what I did was I spent a lot of time talking to them just to get into their heads. And I think that kind of helped me. I mean, in a boxing sort of environment, when you're with those guys, it's so real, it's unbelievable. It's like so real, they're able to tell each other exactly what the other guy needs to know.
Toropo e lukuluhileng. Ibodile ke sefolotsana. Se mojondolo bona mola o mong fela janjanyana na re ka o tseba hore wena o mang.